Hello, Whovians. It's your old pal Lopez with the New Who Review, and tonight we must steel ourselves for the android invasion. The Tardis finally makes it back to Earth near the village of Deversham, but the Doctor and Sarah Jane soon learn that this is a replica of Deversham populated by androids built by an alien race, the Kralls, on their home planet Poseidon. This is practice for an invasion of Earth by the Kralls and their warmongering leader Stigron. Stigron has duped a captured astronaut, Guy Crawford, into helping his evil cause and will use Crawford's rocket to deliver a horrible virus that will end all life, unless the Doctor and Sarah Jane can make it back to Earth without the TARDIS. The planet may be lost to the android invasion. This story first aired in November and December of 1975, and there's a lot going on. There are elements of Westworld, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and even the classic series The Prisoner with Patrick McGoohan. Dude, maybe too many elements because it gets a little messy, but for now, let's concentrate on the good. There are some funny moments and things that stuck out to me. The Doctor mentions the TARDIS is due for its 500-year servicing. When asked how he arrived, the Doctor replies, "I dropped in. I do that from time to time." Yes, and they're always clever. One of the androids points a weapon at the Doctor, and he asks, "Is that finger loaded?" No. The androids kind of remind me of Daft Punk. While walking in the fake Deversham woods, the Doctor lets a branch go Gilligan's Island style, and it nearly hits Sarah Jane in the face. I don't know if it was intentional, but I looked at the scene a few times, and Elizabeth Sladen looked like she was laughing with surprise, so that might have been an ad-lib move. The Doctor compares the deserted village to the Marie Celeste. If you don't know about that famous ghost ship, it's worth a Google. Yes, I agree. Daytime. The Doctor is able to withstand incredible G-forces, apparently. We find that out when the rocket takes off. Also, keep an eye out for a really badass jump through the window escape by the Doctor. Pretty cool. There were some neat special effects. Sarah Jane zaps an android, and the pyro effect when he malfunctions and blows up eventually is really neat. Sarah Jane's android has a nice moment when she emerges from the escape pod and daintily accepts the android Doctor's help to stand. It seemed a very Sarah Jane thing to do, and it must have transferred over into the android. Speaking of android Sarah Jane, when her faceplate falls off, it looked great. The inner workings of the, yeah, see, I didn't want to say that because we did Mumbots last time. I didn't want to repeat, borrowed. They borrowed. I was quickly reminded of when Yul Brynner's face mask fell off in Westworld 2 years earlier. That might be trademarked. But the term fembot was coined in 1976 on the TV show The $6 Million Man. Well, we're kind of off the rails here, so while we're waiting to get back on track, we may as well talk about the, plot holes. Not once in 4 years did Crawford bother to look under the eye patch. Right? A little light never peeked in around the edges? Right? Okay, the virus. Yeah, so the container breaks and Stigron falls in a puddle of green goo and dies, but everyone else in the room lives? It's not airborne? The virus? Right? Especially how he's going to do it in 3 weeks? Does everyone in the world got to come by and roll in a puddle? Right? I got to stop saying right. Let's move back to the good. Now, I thought the Kralls were great. Given the limits of the makeup, Martin Friend and Roy Skelton as Stigron and Chidaki, respectively, were very good in the roles. I found their scenes to be very crisp and dynamic. A small sense of normalcy restored once again. The doctor, sporting a frond in his hatband, promises to take Sarah home to London, and off they go. As do we all. Sadly, Whovians, this is the last time we will see Ian Marter as Harry Sullivan and John Levine as Benton. And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore, our everlasting farewell take. Forever and forever farewell, trustees. If we do meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made. I'll see you in time.